Joining us as he does each month here on WHKY News is District Attorney Scott Riley, who represents the 36th Prosecutorial District, that is Catawba, Burke, and Caldwell counties. Welcome back to the studios.
Oh, thank you very much for having me.
It's good to have you in studios, and I know that we're going to talk about some pretty serious subjects today, and you wanted to lead off by talking about a way that we can honor those who put their lives on the line every day.
Exactly. On May 15th was Peace Officer Memorial Day, where we remember all the law enforcement officers across the nation who have lost their lives, but we also use it as a day to give tribute to all law enforcement officers and the dangerous jobs that they do every day while they are out on the road serving us and protecting us.
And with that in mind, we've had a couple of the incidents that have been reported here on WHKY just in the past few days.
Right. Well, with Peace Officer Memorial Week, which was, even more emotional this year because we had just lost a law enforcement officer from Catawba County who had been killed in the line of duty serving an order for arrest just a couple weeks ago. And then just since then, we've had two incidents. The first one was Saturday evening when law enforcement officers from the Hickory Police Department responded to shots fired. Numerous rounds had been fired at a nightclub off of Highway 70. And when they arrived there, one officer was detaining a suspect when he was shot by another person 2 times. Luckily, he is going to survive. Another officer observed what was going on and was able to shoot the suspect. It's my understanding that suspect is also expected to survive. So, the Memorial Day weekend started off on an unfortunate note.
And it continued early Tuesday morning.
Right, that was very unfortunate. On that day, a female came to the Catawba County Justice Center to take out a warrant for arrest against an acquaintance of hers, and as she was leaving the magistrate's office, that same person was laying in wait for her and shot into her vehicle numerous times, striking her. She was able to leave in her vehicle. She called 911 and met officers at the Planet Fitness parking lot. Unfortunately, while those officers and emergency personnel were attending to her injuries and putting her into an ambulance, the defendant came to the parking lot and fired on all those persons involved. Fortunately, he did not strike anybody, and law enforcement officers returned fire, and that suspect is now deceased.
And this is an individual who had been charged in a murder case, correct?
That's correct. Back in 2015, he had been found not guilty of that charge, but his name is Jamal Robinson.
Okay, so a lot of incidents lately, and I guess it does make it appropriate that recently the memorial was observed for peace officers.
Exactly. The SBI is investigating both of these latest incidents. I've had informal briefings with them, and we'll have a more formal briefing next week when we make decisions on the justification of the law enforcement officers' actions.
Well, thank you so much for the update, and we appreciate what you do in the DA's office and also coming in here. And we appreciate the appearances you make here on our video platform and on radio as well.
Well, thank you very much for having me, Rob.
District Attorney Scott Riley from the 36th Prosecutorial District joins us each month here on WHKY News.